Hi everybody, and welcome back to another video for Your Soul Evolution. My name is Erin and I help people to evolve spiritually and to awaken to new perspectives. In today's video, I wanted to give you a few tips on how to transcend the holiday drama using the law of attraction and other techniques. So the first tip for the holidays, and every other day for that matter, is to realize deeply that you are always creating your own reality. Every day, in every way, every situation, you are creating your reality either consciously or unconsciously. We must remember that we are basically avatars. We are these infinite, immortal beings having this temporary human experience. And basically, we are in a play or a movie where we have assigned different roles to different people. And I have a great example of this in my life just recently. I started to notice that this certain person in my life that I love dearly, every time they were around me, they would act a certain way. They were very grouchy, very irritable. It didn't matter what you did or what you said. They were extremely hard to get along with. And in reflecting on this I had come to the realization that I was intending for that person to act that way when they were around me. They were playing a role that I was actively setting the intention for them to act this way. Now, when you're dealing with someone else, you're probably also tapping into a side of them that's already within them, but you are activating that and magnifying those traits of their personality. So what I did was eliminated all of the expectations that I had for this person. I let go of all the beliefs that I had about the type of person that they were, about their attitude, about all of that. I let go of every expectation and every label that I was giving that person and every intention that I was putting out there for them to act that way when they're around me. So after I let go of all that stuff, I was anxious to see how this person would be acting the next time that I came into contact with them. And literally, it was a change like night and day. This person was the complete opposite of the way that they had been acting for such a consistent period of time. And every experience that I've had with them since, that whole role of grouchiness and hard to get along with, all of those things were completely gone. So whenever those things happen to you, it makes you realize it's one thing to hear that we create our own reality and that we, the intentions that we put out, we get back and all of this stuff. But once you really start applying it in your life, it is literally like magic. Aleister Crowley said that magic is simply creating change in accordance with one's own will. And that is how I felt in this situation. As soon as I let go of expectations and labels that I had for this person, everything completely changed. This is happening to a lot of us in our lives. Don't get me wrong, there are people in your life that you just have to cut out. There are some people that you, in order for your own sanity and your own growth and your own involvement, you just have to cut ties with certain people. But if there are people around you that are family members or people that you have to be around, you might try eliminating those expectations that you have. If you feel like someone is always negative every time you're around them, and even thinking about these holidays coming up, you're like, oh gosh, that person's just gonna completely kill my vibe. They're so negative. I just don't want to be around them. Try letting go of that. Try letting go of how you've been labeling that person, because it's possible that you are just setting up that intention, setting that outcome, so that's exactly what you're getting in return. So reframe that and let go of all of those expectations and see what happens. The change can absolutely be magic and incredible once you Allow that situation to just be and stop putting your own intentions and your own labels on that person. We are always manifesting. We are always using the law of attraction. So many people just think it's for good things and getting what you want and all of these kinds of things, but it's literally a law that we are using every minute of every day, and we are not only attracting the good that we're putting out, we are also attracting negative situations based on our own state of being, based on our own thoughts, our own emotions, our own belief systems. It's going either way. So you can't just always look at law of attraction as something to get what you want, because you're also attracting what you don't want, and it's all coming from you. You are the creator. And just as you are creating your personal reality, you are also creating collectively with others. That is why a lot of negative things happen in the world, because you have so many people thinking the same thoughts and having the same belief systems that it forms a very strong thought structure. If you're into reality transurfing, those are going to be the pendulums. There is a huge pendulum that has been created around holiday time and drama and dysfunctional family, and a lot of people well before the holidays already start saying, oh, I'm not looking forward to the holidays, it's just always drama, my family's so dysfunctional, they're crazy. That is simply a thought structure. And the thing about those is, like I said, they are being created collectively with other people around you. So those are not so easy to change. That is a result of so many people in the family thinking these same thoughts and sending them out into the universe, and creates this very heavy, strong thought structure. So all you can do personally in that situation is simply to remember that you cannot always control what's going on, but you can control how you respond. That is always something that you have complete and total control over. So say you get over to your family's house for the holidays and stuff starts getting real, stuff starts going down. You have that ability to make a choice not to get involved, to go in the other room, to leave if it's that bad, to go outside for a little bit, get some air. That is all within your control. And you have to remember that although you cannot control everything, you can control how you personally respond. You hear a lot of talk lately about quantum jumping. You can get as far down the rabbit hole as you want with that, but basically you are quantum jumping every time you make a decision. You are constantly surrounded by all these different infinite possibilities of different paths that you can take. And when you start to remember that everything that happens in life is neutral other than the meaning you give it, then you can become aware of that and make conscious choices that will be more beneficial to you. Anytime any situation comes up in your life, before you respond, before you react, remember that it's completely neutral and meaningless, and that you assign a positive or negative spin on it. And I encourage you to always, always, always take the positive when you can, because the more you take that positive route, then you will have an opportunity for another positive route to take, and then another and another and another. And when you are always choosing the negative, you're just going to keep going on these life tracks that you are not going to want, that you're not going to prefer to be on. And that is all within your control. Every decision you make is a quantum jump, and you're deciding if you're jumping to a more empowering, positive life track or a more negative, low vibrational life track. The ball is in your court. Also around holiday time, a lot of people start to accept the label and put out that they are the black sheep of the family. And I totally understand this because I labeled myself as this for years, although I did say I was the psychedelic sheep of the family. But still, anytime we label ourselves and accept a certain box that we have to be in, there is a better route that we can take. And I totally understand, I totally get it when you're sitting with your family and you're looking around and you're like, you feel that you have nothing in common with those people except blood relation. You're looking around and you're like, oh my gosh, everybody here knows that I don't use fluoride toothpaste and I only drink alkaline water and I don't get a flu shot and I don't watch the news. They all are looking at me and, you know, who cares? Get over it. The thing that you can do to best benefit yourself is to, first of all, not label yourself as that, because the more you take on that label of being the black sheep of the family and being misunderstood and all of that, the more you will isolate yourself. Also, if you don't want to be there and you start thinking, oh God, how long do I have to be here? And you're just watching your watch the whole time, you're going to create more of that experience of time. We know that really time does not exist and that the past is your memories and the future is imagination. But what we can create is more experience of time. And the more that you're dreading and counting down the time, the more experience of time that you create. So what I personally do and what I highly recommend is to stay off of your phone, to stay off of your any other electronic devices, and simply be present to the moment. When you are present to the moment, you will not create more experience of time, and you will not have those isolated feelings that you are imposing upon your own self, because most likely everyone else there is worrying about their own selves, or they're like this. So I wouldn't worry so much about what others may be projecting upon you or what they're thinking about you, because if you're watching my video, you're probably past that point anyway of caring what people think, because you know that it does not matter and that we're all on our own spiritual journey here. And at the end of life, what's going to matter is your own consciousness and the evolvement and the growth that you did here. And it doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. It is a personal, individual journey, and what other people think about you does not define you. It is completely irrelevant. So, as I was saying, just try to stay present to the moment and just enjoy yourself. Find some tranquility and some peace and some enjoyment in that time with your family. We all know that no one is getting out of here alive. We will all eventually pass over into the afterlife. So be grateful and enjoy the time that you have with people, because we know that our time here is not guaranteed. You know, try to find those positive things and be present and be mindful of that time that you have with them, because you never know. Overall, just remember, you're creating your own reality every day in every way. You are assigning people certain roles. If someone is treating you a certain way, ask yourself, why have you assigned that person to treat you that way? If you're in a certain situation that you don't prefer, ask yourself, why? What can I learn from this situation? What is going on here? Why did I attract this into my life? Remember that you cannot sometimes control what's going on, but you can always control how you respond to the situation. That is completely up to you. No one is limiting us but ourselves. Try to stay present, be grateful, and enjoy the time that you have to spend with people in your life. I hope this video helps you. If you know someone who would benefit from it, please share it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And also, I am currently working on a 21-day course. It's going to be a self-exploration, growth type course. It's going to be available here hopefully in the next couple of weeks. So if you would like to be notified when that is available, then please check the link in the description box. Click the link to get the free guided meditation MP3, and that will put you on the mailing list. This is going to be something great for the start of the new year to help you get a jump start on your spiritual growth, and I'm really excited about it. And other than that, I will see you on the next video.